Hello, my name is Ibrahim and I'm here to talk about machine learning algorithms. And before we go further, let's ask ourselves, what is machine learning algorithms? A machine learning algorithm is a set of rules or process used by AI to conduct a task. However, there are two commonly types of machine learning algorithms, namely supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement machine learning algorithms. So therefore, friends, let's take the supervised machine learning algorithms as a discussion for this exercise. Meanwhile, the supervised machine learning algorithms are subdivided into two, namely regression and classification. And we cannot talk about regression without me mention of simple, multiple, and polynomial regressions. And before further ado, let's go into our Jupyter notebook for practice exercise. Thank you.
Welcome back. On this our practical exercise project on machine learning for linear regression in Python for beginners. However, before we continue, I would like us first of all to go through the table content of this practical project exercise. 1. Data set and objective. 2. Data analysis. 3. Present the findings and recommendation. However, our dataset and objective of these algorithms is to find relationship between variables of x and y using linear regression in order to predict price continuous values nature in the given dataset below for our machine learning. And we are making use of our dataset download from kegel.com dataset of retail sales dataset. However, we can see the website and the file dataset in CSV format here. Here is the website kegel.com that we use to download our dataset from CSV format, and here is the file itself, the dataset itself. And on the column A we have transaction ID, on the column B we have date, on the column C we have customer ID, on the column D we have gender, on the column E we have age, on the column F we have product category, on the column G we have quantity, on the column H we have price per unit, and on the column I, which is the last column, we have total amount. However, since we have seen the dataset and objective of this practice project exercise, let us dive into the content number 2, which is data analysis is subdivided into the following. Let's go into our Jupyter notebook and see the number 2 content, which is data analysis, with the following. 1. Import required library, cleaning of the dataset, exploratory analysis, descriptive analysis, and model building. So let's go and import our required library in this project. We have to import pandas, import pandas as p as pd. Then we have to import our cbon too as well. Import cbon as sns. We need to import matplotlib as well too. Import matplotlib matplotlib.pyplot as plt. We have to import our numpy as well too. Import numpy as np. In case let's import warnings. In case by the time we run our code we will not have unwanted warnings from the machine, let's import warnings. Import warnings warnings.filters warning.filter warnings, bracket close, ignore. So for now, this is the repository library that we are going to import. We have import pandas as PD, we have import cbont as SNS, we have import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, we have import numpy as np, then import warnings.filter warnings. So we can also run our code with shift enter, or we run it here. So let's run it here and see what we have. Good. Our code are okay. So let's call in for B, data collection. Let's call our data set by putting pd dot read underscore csv bracket close and call our data retail sales retail sales data set csv, let's call it. Then we store into a variable called df. It's not correct. Let me look for the tab. Okay, retail data set csv. Okay, that's the right data set that we are going to call. So let's run it and see what we have here. Good. So let's see the first 5 lines of our data set. df.head. Let's run it. This is the first 5 lines of our data set. And let's see the bottom of our data set with df.head. Tail, df.tail. The last 5 data set button is that this last data set button of our data set. You can see this is the first 5 lines, and this is the last 5 lines of our data set. You can see. So let's go to C, that's data processing. So let's call up the columns that we have in our data set. Let's first do that. df.column columns and see all the columns that we have in our data set. This is not correct. We have here columns. Let's read it. This is the column that we have. We've called them out. We have transaction ID, date, customer ID, gender, age, product category, quantity, price per unit, and total amount. However, I would like to have, instead of having this transaction ID and date and customer ID, I want to make it a